horror fans, to another episode of Slash and Cast, a show that brings you all the biggest horror news of the week. Every week, we are your hosts. My name is Riley.
My name is Nick.
It's good to see you. It's good to see you. You look great. You look great. They look great.
Oh, I thought you were talking to them.
You, especially in the blue shirt, fantastic. I don't know if you got a haircut.
You're bringing that back, huh?
You know what's funny? I checked before this to do that joke. It's been 7 years since I've done that joke in a video. Crazy. So 7 years since I made that joke, but it's great, you know, because everyone's like, I'm wearing a blue shirt, you know. But yeah, hey, added some new things to the set. We're still working on the audio. Should be better. A lot of you yelled at me. Apparently, I think it's the CRT TV when it's playing something in the VCR. So we have an Xbox hooked to it now. I don't even want to fuck with it today. So the TV's just off. There's no movies on today, but we're gonna test it out in a stream hopefully this week. But got the skate decks mounted. You can only see the TCM one, but there's actually 3 skate decks. We had some new things on the shelf. We have the Dead Man's Curve Up, some original movie stills. We're cooking in here. And then a little bit of RGB lighting. Yeah. It has a little mood in here. And I think in the wide shot, you might be able to see that Jason tombstone. Although that's not really for the set. It's sitting there temporarily until I figure out.
It's just for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can kind of see it.
Yeah, I think in the wide, it's kind of there.
Yeah.
But okay, let's talk about some of the juiciest horror news of the week, huh? This is actually from last week, but we missed it. All right, it came out the day we were recording. The Toxic Avenger. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. That Cineverse picked it up. It's going to get what seems to be a worldwide release, and now we know when that's officially happening. Coming out unrated in theaters August 29th. Okay, so not too far away.
No.
Not too far away. I thought we were going to go into Q4, but nope. Q3.
Let's go.
Made the cut. Again, starring Kevin Bacon, Elijah Wood, Jacob Tremblay, Julia Davis, and Taylor Page. So a lot going on there. And then for the synopsis again. In this bold new chapter of the classic midnight movie franchise created by Lloyd Kaufman and Troma Entertainment, a shocking accident transforms downtrodden janitor Winston Goose, played by Peter Dinklage, into a mutant vigilante. Armed with his signature mop, the unlikely hero battles freaks, gangsters, and corrupt CEOs while trying to save his relationship with his son. Currently sits at a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, that's not many reviews. I think it's in the teens, I think, for total reviews, but point is people like it. Good. Real horror fans like it.
Yes.
So it probably won't do too well with your casual critics.
No.
But fuck those guys.
True.
You know, we're just let the real horror fan critics shine.
Finally, it feels like this movie has been almost coming out for years.
Yeah, it premiered in 2023. Sat dormant. It just wasn't picking up distribution. Makes sense. It's pretty niche. Niche independent film. But it's got a hell of a cast. Peter Dinklage again starring with Kevin Bacon, Elijah Wood. Like, come on. It's got a cool cast for a really cool concept. Lloyd Kaufman deserves his flowers, so I hope it makes a shit ton of money. I'm glad Cineverse picked it up.
Yes.
Now, let's move on to our next topic. That's actually came out this week. Pretty much every topic this week hit on Monday.
Yeah.
They just dropped several bombs on Monday, and arguably the biggest one right here, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is coming back. Now, I read the headline, and it was like, Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot in the works. And I was like, ooh. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, you click on the article and you read it. You don't just share it blindly and be upset. That goes for all articles. Okay. Yeah, I went and read it, and Sarah Michelle Gellar is actually returning and reprising her role as Buffy.
Right. And of course, when I read that, I'm like, is it the same like I Know What You Did Last Summer, where they're like, Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. are on board, and they're like, actually, no, we're not.
Yeah.
In talks. They were in talks, and they're like, no one's talked to me.
Yeah, no one said a damn word. What do you mean?
So I was skeptical even of it.
Right.
And then it was a day later?
Yeah, I think it was a day later she came out and gave her own statement here, which I'll read in a second. I did want to point out, though, don't get your hopes up too much yet with this show, okay? Because it is a Hulu show, which means it's going to... No, I'm not kidding. That's not why I'm saying that. It's because this was a pilot that was ordered, okay? And a pilot does not mean that a series is happening. They ordered a pilot. It'll happen, and then after that, it'll get reviewed to see if they do a whole series. So don't get your hopes up too much yet, but it sounds like they have a ton of confidence because this was Oscar winner Chloe Zhao, apparently lifelong Buffy fan, news to me, and she will be directing the pilot, and it's written by Nora and Lila Zuckerman, who did Poker Face.
Yep.
So a lot of potential right there already. And then Sarah Michelle Gellar did say in a long statement here, said, 3 years ago, I got a call from my dear friend and mentor, Gail Berman. She told me that she wanted me to sit down with Chloe Zhao to hear her take on a potential Buffy revival. I was blown away that Chloe even knew who I was, but as I've always done, I told Gail I didn't see a way for the show to exist again. We had always been aligned on that, but this time I heard something different in her voice. I eventually agreed to go, mainly just to meet Chloe, and our 20-minute coffee quickly turned into a 4-hour adventure. We laughed, we cried, but mostly we both talked about how much this show means to us. While I didn't agree to anything at that meeting, I did shock myself by agreeing to continue the conversation. These conversations did, in fact, continue over the next few years, and eventually we added the incredible Nora and Lila Zuckerman to our little tribe until ultimately one day we landed on an idea. I've always listened to the fans and heard your desire to revisit Buffy and her world, but it was not something I could do unless I was sure we could get it right. This was a long process and it's not over yet. I promise you we will only make the show if we know we can do it right, and I will tell you that we are on the right path there. I feel so lucky to be on this journey with these 4 unbelievably talented women, all of whom love Buffy as much as I do, and as much as you do. Thank you to all the fans who never stop asking for this. This will be for you.
Hell yeah.
So, long statement, but I'm very grateful for her doing that and showing that, hey, we're not just money grabbing you, okay? We're not just milking this thing. We actually all give a shit. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it right, and you should like it.
Yeah, being really honest and being like, I've turned it down in the past.
Yeah.
I've constantly turned it down because it just didn't feel right. But the fact that she feels so strongly that this will be for you.
Right.
Like, that's awesome.
She mentioned, so she's on Dexter, and she mentioned on that comeback with Dexter that she saw that bringing things back like this, that it's possible. I'm glad. I'm nervous.
No, of course.
That's one of the most 90s things ever. And we talked about it with the faculty that maybe it doesn't fit well in this modern era. Who knows? But I don't know. I'm worth giving it a shot. Huh? I'm in.
Yeah, Hulu shows hit or miss. I mean, most streaming shows are hit or miss.
Right. Hulu does have some bangers out there though. So
yeah,
I have some faith. It's not like it's going straight to like, I don't know, Screambox or something.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a low budget.
Right.
But it's also not Netflix. But it's Disney.
Disney's got some money.
I have some faith. I have some faith for sure. Let's move on to our next topic. Final Destination 6 Bloodlines got its first legitimate one-sheet poster. I love it. I'm already on the hunt. I'm watching movieposters.com to get an original poster. I dig it. The thing with Final Destination so far, though, is that it has, at least Bloodlines, has not followed any sort of consistent look.
Right.
Like the art, every time they post something, the art's completely different. They've had different logos. The skull came out of nowhere. They added that skull, which looked very weird when it's just a profile picture. Mm-hmm. But then when you see it in this poster, it makes a lot more sense. And I do like the poster. But they also had a new teaser trailer. Very unique teaser trailer because it's not really a trailer. It's a shortened down single scene. And it shows a kill. And I thought that was pretty genius because you're introducing this franchise to a whole new audience.
And it's exactly what the franchise is.
Right.
Yeah, everything, Rube Goldberg just knocking stuff over. That's exactly what Final Destination is. And I'm glad that this was what they chose to show as their trailer, because that's exactly what Final Destination is and what it should be. And you don't want to spoil the whole damn thing, like we've seen in so many trailers over the last couple years.
Right. So you have a single kill ruined for you, spoiled for you, but that's it. And that's honestly, don't watch anything else.
No.
Don't watch this one teaser. And I think you can watch it in its entirety. I think that's fine. Yeah. Link in the description. But yeah, I would, once an official trailer comes out, just avoid it. Seriously. Just go in. They get it now. You watch the teaser. All right, they get it. They're doing the right Final Destination thing. It's what I grew up loving. I think it's worth going to see in May. And then May 16th in IMAX as well. I recommend going to IMAX. I think these types of movies can deliver there. But What we have for a synopsis on this one: plagued by a violent, reoccurring nightmare, college student Stephanie heads home to track down the one person who might be able to break the cycle and save her family from the grisly demise that inevitably awaits them all. I don't know if it's been confirmed anywhere. I've intentionally been avoiding looking too deep into this movie, so sorry I'm not reporting the news properly. My bad, but it's for my own sake as a horror fan. I don't know if they reveal what the big accident is that would have led to all of them dying, that, you know, they cheated death and now they're dying in the order in which they would have died if they stayed in whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I'm going to keep avoiding it, hopefully. So, yeah, the thing, they got this family thing going on. The death runs in the family. Yeah, which that last subline, that last subtitle there at the end, it feels like Tony Todd's going to say that because he is confirmed. Tony Todd did film before passing. He will be in this movie, which is awesome.
Good.
He's down to 2 or 3 releases, I think, left that he's filmed. This is the biggest of them. You know, the role probably the smallest of them.
Yeah,
but the biggest film, going to make the most money out of all of them. So cool to see him. And I can just imagine him saying that death runs in the family. You know, that sexy voice of his. But
yeah.
Zach Lipovsky and Adam Stein, who did Freaks, direct from a script by Guy Busick. Scream 5 and Scream 6. Guy gets it. We know that Guy gets it.
Now here's a guy
named Guy that gets it. And Laurie Evans Taylor is also writing with Guy, who did Cellar Door. So a lot of good films here. Longtime franchise producers Craig Perry and Sheila Taylor are producing with John Watts, who did Spider-Man No Way Home. That's pretty neat. And also, John Watts has a story credit on this. I don't know how far that goes.
Yeah.
You never know. You could say one thing, one random idea, and you get a story credit. So,
yeah.
Either way, I'm excited for it. Again, May 16th in IMAX.
Yeah, it's definitely on the calendar.
This year is this is the most I'm going to go in theaters in a long, long time. It's just so many big ones, so many big franchise returns.
Yeah.
And speaking of franchise returns, Megan 2.0. Oh, no, I liked Megan. I'm just not insanely excited for Megan 2.0, mainly because I don't know what you're going to do with it. And the route they're going is interesting. But Universal and Blumhouse, they hit us at the Grammys. They debuted the first teaser for Megan 2. It's nothing, okay? Which I appreciate. Just a little cheeky teaser, just a little bit of dancing, mainly in silhouette. Get a look at Megan, move on.
You got the meme of the dancing that was on TikTok.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So there you go. That's it. And I think that's probably the smart way to go about doing a teaser with it. Just give us a little tease. That's what it's called, teaser. You know? First of all, for Blumhouse to put out a teaser that's not full of spoilers,
right?
Big win. Big win. So we should be grateful that it wasn't full of spoilers. But long synopsis here, but I think it's important to talk about. So I'm going to read the whole freaking thing, because this is not Megan 1.0. Things have changed, okay? 2 years after Megan, a marvel of artificial intelligence, went rogue and embarked on a murderous and impeccably choreographed rampage and was subsequently destroyed, Megan's creator, Gemma, played by Allison Williams, has become a high-profile author and advocate for government oversight of AI. Meanwhile, Gemma's niece, Katie, played by Violet McGraw, now 14 years old, has become a teenager, rebelling against Gemma's overprotective rules. Unbeknownst to them, the undying tech of Megan has been stolen and misused by a powerful defense contractor to create a military-grade weapon known as Amelia, played by Ivana Sankno, the ultimate killer infiltration spy. But as Amelia's self-awareness increases, she becomes decidedly less interested in taking orders from humans or in keeping them around. With the future of human existence on the line, Gemma realized that the only option is to resurrect Megan, played by Amy Donald again, voiced by Jenna Davis, and give her a few upgrades, making her faster, stronger, and more lethal. As the paths collide, the original AI bitch is about to meet her match.
I can picture the trailer now that is just all of that and is the whole movie.
And I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah.
For that reason. Well, I'll watch a little bit. It was revealed, rumored, I suppose, a while back that Megan is going to be the hero of Megan 2. A lot of people were upset about that. I, for one, don't mind this approach. It's literally Terminator 2. There's nothing new here, but there's nothing new for any of these AI movies, man. Like, this is all stuff we've seen before. So I don't think there was anywhere to go after the end of Megan, which kind of ends on a cliffhanger. She's taken over more things. She's in the cloud. You know, I'm not surprised that they had to completely change it up because there was nowhere at least in my very poorly creative brain, to make it interesting enough to do. So I'm not surprised that we're on a complete left turn.
Yeah, it would have been very similar to the Child's Play remake from 2019. It would be a very similar story there.
Yeah, and I think if they were going the route that Megan 1 ended, she's taken over the world. And that's to me, is if you're going to do it, that's where you got to go. Like, she should win. Megan should win. She should dominate and take over the world. But now she's a hero. So, again, straight up Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Take that as you will. Either way, this was the one thing that they could have done. Not one thing, but I don't hate this. It might be worth my time. We'll see. Because 2 weeks ago, I didn't care. Now I care a little bit. So, in theaters, June 27th. Another franchise return there.
Yeah, might have to go with that one.
Yeah, we'll see. And I mean, we'll see that time. That wasn't a forced one. I mean, I don't know. Okay, next topic here. Got some Scream 7 news. The big one, Ethan Embry has officially joined the cast of Scream 7, reported by Deadline. Dude, Ethan Embry is the shit. Very, very talented dude. The Devil's Candy, Cheap Thrills, Vacancy, go back to Disturbing Behavior. I think that's 1998. And then some time in The Walking Dead as well. But honestly, go watch The Devil's Candy. I think it's from 2015. That's the only movie you need to watch in the minute to be like, all right, he's the real deal. He's the real deal. So very excited to see him going in. Beyond him being casted, no idea what he's doing. Maybe he's also Mark. Maybe he is the lover of Sydney, because there's no way she's settling for what's his name?
Joel McHale.
Joel McHale. I'm just kidding. Ethan Embry, actually, the fact they didn't confirm who he's playing or what he's doing, he's a killer. Locked in. Also, another Scream 7 news. Mason Gooding had an interview this week promoting Hard Eyes, but was asked some questions about Scream 7 naturally. He did say that this is the most brutal ghost face I think there's ever been from an anatomically logistical standpoint.
I didn't watch that interview.
Yeah.
But I can picture him saying that.
Anatomically logistical standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does in other words, I think what he's saying is it's gory, it's body horror. Like, there's going to be some serious prosthetics. And he actually said some things later. He said there's a lot of blood and viscera, and I feel like Kevin Williamson directing, fans have a lot to look forward to with what we do with these characters.
Now, some would say that Scream 6 Ghostface is the most brutal. And before then, Scream 5 was the most brutal.
Well, I think Scream 6 is by far.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd say most brutal, most graphic too. It delivered there for sure.
Of course he is.
And then he also said in a separate interview, he mentioned that he saw a prosthetic that was so bad that he kind of got sick. Turned his stomach a little bit.
That's awesome.
How soft is Mason, though? He's a big horror fan, so I doubt it. He's probably used to it, a little desensitized. So having something kind of bother him probably means something.
Yeah.
Plot details still, we got nothing. They're under wraps. Yeah, the rumors are still spiraling. The Stu is alive. Stu is only back for a flashback. It was, quote unquote, confirmed. Again, leakers, bro. Who knows? Very heavily rumored that Stu has a pivotal role in Scream 7.
Go to work, Stu.
So it's not just a cameo or a flashback, is what it sounds like. Don't read too deep into that. Who knows what that means?
I mean, leakers with any leaks for anything.
Yeah,
50% of them are right. 50% of them are well. That's not true. Most of them are wrong, but some are right.
90-10.
You throw enough at the wall, something's gonna stick.
Yeah. It's still not confirmed that Skeet's coming back, but it was Daniel RPK that reported it, and pretty reliable source, but still not actually confirmed. Again, the biggest rumor right now is that Marine might be the opening kill. They go back, flashback, Roman, Stu, Billy. It's killing Marine. It's killing Marine. By the way, I wanted to bring this up. We watched a movie. There was a tweet about this today that apparently people think that Stu wasn't involved in Marine's murder. And I've never thought that. I've never thought that he wasn't involved.
Yeah.
Because Roman recruited Billy. He told Billy to have somebody to sell out in case he gets caught.
Mm-hmm.
I saw someone on Twitter today, though, X, if you will. I saw someone say that they thought that was referring to Cotton. I was like, oh, what a twist on things.
Well, yeah, because he did frame Cotton.
Yeah.
Forgot his jacket.
Yeah. I've always thought that Stu was involved. I choose to believe that Stu was involved. Peer pressure. He's far too sensitive. He was there. Scream 7, scheduled to be released February 27th, 2026. Mason Gooding's taking over February's. I like that.
I'm down.
I like that a lot. Let's move on to our next topic. Silent Night, Deadly Night reboot. We knew it was coming. Got a teaser a while back. That very simple. Just basically, hey, look at it, how cool this goddamn Christmas lights are in the snow. Here's a cool creature. Like it. New poster just came out. Creepy Duck Design did it. I love Creepy Duck. I've never seen a poster that they've done.
We've been following him for a long time, and a lot of them are fan posters, and then all of a sudden he's like, hey, this real one, that's me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He started, I think he did one for Scream 5. That was, and he did that road one.
Yep.
That was super popular fan poster that ended up being scooped up by Radio Silence, and they made it official. That's just cool. So ever since then, it's like Creepy Duck's doing official shit all the time.
Hell yeah.
And now he just did the one for Silent Night, Deadly Night reboot. I dig it. I like it. I actually think I'm going to buy one. It's going to go right into my original movie poster collection. So, but now we still don't have a release date, but confirmed for late 2025. Looks like it's going to be Christmas. Probably right around Christmas.
Hell yeah.
We got Cineverse is releasing in the United States, but now Studio Canal's new genre label, Sixth Dimension, picked up global rights and is releasing it worldwide.
Nice.
Big stuff. That's pretty cool. Silent Night, Deadly Night reboot did that, but blending psychological horror, brutal slasher thrills, and a touch of the supernatural, and shockingly, a sprinkle of romance. The new film hopes to deliver a modern new take on the ultimate holiday nightmare.
Okay.
Silent Night, Deadly Night may not be the best Christmas horror movie, but it certainly is one that gets watched by horror fans every year. So seeing a reboot that hopefully can be introduced well to a new generation is cool. I'm into it.
You got to throw on the poster there from the studio behind the Terrifier franchise.
Yeah.
Got to make it clear to everyone. Okay, you like Terrifier, come on.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? And I'm sure they're going to buy into the kills. It's
going
to be a big selling point for them, I'm sure. And I'm okay with that. Because that's Silent Night is that cheese. You know, it is that kind of gory cheese. And that's all right. And whether Terrifier is your thing or not, you should probably still check it out. We need more Christmas horror.
We need more holiday horror.
Yeah, holiday horror in general, but Christmas, there's only so many good ones. Violent Night changed the game a little bit, though. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's our last main topic, but now we got the same thing every week here. The new releases, not a ton of new releases this week, but Hard Eyes, as a reminder, it's in theaters right now. Just came out this past weekend. A masked maniac with glowing red eyes returns every Valentine's Day to terrorize unsuspecting couples. We have our spoiler review out. I'll make every count, link in the description. Don't watch that unless if you've seen the movie. It's what I'll say, spoiler free. We really, really liked it. Okay? Go check it out. However, remember, it is more comedy than it is slasher.
Yes.
Comedy, then slasher, then romance, maybe.
It's Christopher Landon.
It's Christopher Landon. Don't forget it.
Yeah.
All right. And Josh Rubin.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't forget it. That's important. If you go in with the right mentality, I think you're going to have a good time.
Absolutely.
But don't expect the best slasher in the world.
Or the best rom-com in the world people were expecting as well.
What, to be fair, like a lot of the reviews that came out earlier were like, this is a surprisingly good rom-com, which I understand where that's coming from. I guess he didn't expect it to be like the characters to be that good. So it feels like a better rom-com.
It's either an amazing rom-com, terrible horror, or amazing horror, terrible rom-com, or it's terrible all around.
How about it's just solid all around?
It might be.
That's where I feel, you know. Some convention updates for the week here. Don't know how I didn't talk about this last week. My bad. If you somehow missed this convention now because of me, fuck. Sorry. Mad Monster Party Carolina. Mad Monster Party, one of the best conventions in the country. Okay, just keep that in mind. In Concord, North Carolina, February 21st to the 23rd. Guest highlights include Darcy the Mail Girl, Brad Dourif, Fiona Dourif, Robert Englund, Devon fucking Dudley.
Hell
okay.
yeah.
Ken Kersinger, Danielle Harris, Billy Zane, Lisa Zane, and several other Nightmare on Elm Street folks. Some that don't go to conventions very often. Got some Dream Warriors cast in there you don't see too often. I know Tuesday night's going to be there. So if you're a Nightmare fan, you're in the Carolina area, probably a good time to go. Also, Brad and Fiona. Brad is getting up there, brother. You don't have anything signed by him. You've never met him before. Now's the time.
Yeah.
Get over there. Mentioned it last week. Days of Dead Atlanta, also the same weekend, directly competing with each other. That's a shame. If you had to pick one, I'm telling you, my recommendation is Mad Monster. But maybe there's a guest on this Days of the Dead list that you want more, because highlights include Greg Nicotero, Tom Savini, Damian Leone, David Howard Thornton, CJ Graham, Roger L. Jackson, Derek Mears, Amanda Rietti, and John Abrams, both of which very rare appearances. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. Before we go, one last thing. I got a trivia question here. Whoever gets this question right first in the comments, we will pin. The question: which horror series has been alleged to be cursed with rumors surrounding the deaths of 2 young cast members and other mysterious events?
Whoa.
Do you know the answer to that?
I do.
Okay, cool. But yeah, first one to comment that, we'll pin it. That's what we're going to start doing every week. But that's it. That's the biggest topics of the week. We'll be back next week doing the same freaking thing. We're having a good time. Having a good time, huh? Anything else?
Monkey popcorn bucket.
The Monkey Popcorn Bucket, AMC exclusive. There's also a tin one, but the actual Monkey Popcorn Bucket that is the symbol monkey doing the drum, I need it.
My wallet says no, but my heart says monk.
Monk? Yeah. I don't like going to AMC. Not an AMC guy anymore, but I will make... Can I just walk in, buy the bucket, and leave?
Maybe. Probably not.
Like, I don't want to see movie guys. I don't like your theater. Like our local AMC, I don't like. Just, hey, can I have the bucket? And, you just go buy it on eBay. A lot of people doing pre-sales. Like, I think the average price is $65, which, fuck, it's a goddamn
cool.
bucket, boys.
It's cool, but again, my heart says monk.
Yeah. Since you're doing a quick shout-out topic like that, I also want to point out that a new They Live VHS is on the way. There's 2 of them, one of which... Well, there's a collection edition that has like the iconic artwork. You got Roddy Piper on the front. Looks cool. But the other one they're doing is an edition where it has like, it's a white VHS box. It says Obey, or actually they said there's 5 different versions.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, 5 different versions that kind of ship at random. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, Obey, Watch TV, that kind of thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to get it. But, okay, that's it. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to our channel for more episodes in the future. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.